so yeah, I can get that pretty damn loud, actually. I'm going to set it to like 75%.
No, we don't have to try so hard, Cody. We can mumble again.
Bastards.
I'm just kidding.
Recording.
This one was from,
Cody,
like,
Cody
yeah.
hates bourbons, really.
I can understand everything you say, Cody. Yep.
Okay, yeah, we're live on. We should be live on both. So
as you can see, we had like we don't know how to properly finance our thing. We don't have a budget. We don't know how math works. We have $2,000 for this. All right, laptop $1,500. Let's see, phone $450. $12 for a mic, and we ran out of glassware too.
Yep, that's exactly how it went. So we're going to try out dual audio today, hopefully to address some of these sound problems that everyone's complaining about.
Alright, so
a year into the videos, probably, but okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Heavy hitters today here at the $60 price point. We have
bourbons.
Maybe you don't know.
Yeah, I want to tell the audience what we're drinking.
You don't know what I poured. Alright, so we have 3 bourbons. We have got Jack Daniel's Full Proof, single barrel. I believe mine is at like 130 point something. Or
oh my god, really?
Yeah, they vary. They go
Interesting.
up to
Nice knowing you,
mid
Ricky.
130s down to 127, I think. We have Russell Reserve single barrel, which is at 110 proof, and we have Belle Meade Cask Strength to round her out at
Jesus.
117, I think. 116.
We're in the deep in the triple digits in all 3, Rick.
All right.
So tasty babies.
Can't wait to cough and hack and make all sorts of faces when I sip it.
And I gave well, I gave 2 different samples to Mom. I gave her one, not having it now with the Elijah Craig barrel proof at 127. She had just like touch her lips basically and tried it, and like 5 seconds later she started hiccuping uncontrollably.
Allergic reaction. Sorry, Mom.
Right.
So Rick and I are doing this blind. Cody has had all 3 of these. Probably knows the order that they're poured in, but that's all right. At least we'll not know and give us something to do there. Are we starting left or right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, man.
Smells like
kind of nutty to me.
Yeah.
like a bourbon.
Bourbon notes.
Caramely, nutty, maybe like
Caramel, yep.
I think I get maybe
Coffee?
just pulling it out of my ass, but like maybe like a little bit of like apple, maybe more like apple peel more than like the juicy apple itself.
The meat of the apple.
Yeah, like more like the peel because it's not as like super fruity really, but I get a little bit, I think. Like a green apple peel. Probably pulling that out of my butt.
Smell a little bit of honey. I'll go, yeah, like a caramel apple, which is obviously just kind of combining that.
Definitely, and then covered with peanuts. Yeah. Yeah. A candy apple.
Did you already drink?
I just sipped. Ooh.
Oh, that flavor is kind of cool, actually. Hot cinnamon.
Still get a lot of nuttiness to me. Not like a ton, but one of the flavors. And I still think I get a little apple.
Yeah, I'm going to say almond. And I get a little bit of even the shell in there. But, yeah, hot cinnamon. But beyond that, a little bit of, should get a little bit of Coke, a little bit of cola in there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Nice smell.
I really like it.
I really like this too. Wow, I love it. Yeah, that's like it's kind of a gradient where it starts off with one flavor and it's just like smooth transitions. It's not like
Yeah.
a hard stop and then another one starts. It's like it just gradates through this like curve of flavor that's like and it ends real spicy and hot cinnamon like, which is
Normally I wouldn't like that. For some reason I like it with this. I don't know why.
So you like it?
Yeah.
It's not burning your lips off?
No.
All right. That's cool.
Class B.
I can't imagine this being a 130 proof. But
If I liked
It is hot.
if I didn't
yeah.
have a major reaction.
Some of
Rick-
them drink hotter than others.
Yeah. Rick's gonna have it's like your skin's gonna peel off like Raiders.
Yeah.
Lost Ark just touches your lips.
Don't
Are you
look at
are you
them
moving
like-
to smelling B?
Yep.
Smelling B. It's probably short for smelling butt or something like that.
You wouldn't know.
This one's a little chocolatey. Definitely mellower. At least
Cherry
we haven't gone
well.
back through
It's
yet.
probably. I was gonna say raisin at first, but it's probably cherry.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I could go see raisin or maybe some kind of dried fruit like fig. This is triggering all sorts of like. You ever have like certain smells go off in your brain that will like remind you of where I was 8 years ago, and it's like it's not even really in here, but I smell like pool chlorine, but it's not.
Yeah, like-
It's not in this thing, but probably.
I got chocolate, cherry cola, kind of. Maybe it's like a little more concentrated than cherry. But
I'll go with chocolate and maybe a little bit of like. It could be cherry, maybe plum. I'm not sure. There's some sweetness married to that chocolate cocoa-ness. All right, I'm gonna try her out here.
more honey on the first one.
Now this one actually makes me think of cherry Pepsi a little bit. Seems a lot less spicy than the first.
Yeah.
Kind of a watery start, but then it kicks up a little.
You get a little like
At the tail end, I'm getting a little bit of tobacco on the third sip.
little tobacco, a little got cherry cola kind of. Not as much chocolate in the taste.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I'm with you 100 on that.
Yeah.
The
Strong
chocolate.
chocolate.
Do you taste chocolate, Rick, or do you just?
Mhm.
I don't taste it. I smell it, but
Really, leather tobacco in the end, a little cherry cola in the beginning. Pretty good.
it's
Not altogether unpleasant. It's very. I like the leather description. Some tobacco in there.
These
Yeah,
are. We're
tobacco
definitely
more
playing
so.
with some bigger guns than in like the first video. I would say that this one doesn't hide the alcohol as well as the first one.
All right, that's
All right. Smell the last one,
fucking.
and then we're gonna
glass.
definitely want to re-smell them all and see if our opinions changed.
A little sweeter. It's hard to smell as glass.
Sugar.
Getting a little bit of like peanut brittle. I'm not getting a whole lot of sweetness. A little bit, I mean, but
Stings my nose more than the other ones.
I think I get a little like banana. It's hard to smell as glass.
yeah, that's our makeshift.
Looks like your
I don't know.
glass.
I don't know what to say on this one.
Of course, I didn't pour much in yours.
Here. Here's mine.
Yeah, I get like
Tell me, doctor.
I don't know what.
What is it?
I'm not sure on this one.
vanilla, like a little like creme brulee, almost like banana-y.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes-
Getting maybe a. I don't. It's not really that caramely, but I don't know. Maybe a Werther's. Like I'm really kind of stretching here because it's. This one's like subtle compared to the other two.
Yeah, taste is there.
Pretzely.
Definitely
What'd you say, Rick? Pretzely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely the taste,
Well,
the notes.
that sneaks up on you, Rick.
Definitely banana and that kind of like a little vanilla, like syrupy, like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's deceptive. It starts off smooth and
It's weird
kind of
because
placid, and then it just kicks in, and when you take your first breath afterward.
I feel like that's the most flavorful of the three.
Yeah.
It's
for
weird
me, the
'cause
alcohol is like bare and exposed, and
I'm
it's
not
like,
sure I'd say it tastes the way it smells.
Definitely do get banana and like.
For me, anyway.
It's got a little bit of cinnamon. It could fit into any number of like. I was trying to think like banana bread or zucchini bread. It's I wouldn't go that sweet though. A 3 is stumping the hell out of me. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna go back and smell.
Would you say add the do you think it has like the highest alcohol content of the three?
It's a contender. I think it's 1 or A or C for the
Yeah.
highest alcohol would be my guess. But
We're gonna take a couple minute break and go back the opposite order.
and go CBA.
Yeah. Hey, dog fart. What are you doing? Dog
Ever
fart?
since that, of course, the very first thing we ever recorded was the only time that the thing stopped recording in the middle of it. It's never happened again.
All right, we're back. Round 2. Let's go back in reverse.
Did you
order.
want some water, Cody? Or?
No, I'm good.
All right. Round 2.
Go back. Reverse.
Okay.
What is it?
So smell and then taste. Reverse order? What?
Is that a Fergie song? Flip it down and reverse.
Oh.
It's your.
No, that's
Is that Fergie?
I don't know.
no, that's Missy
Somebody
Elliott.
sucks.
I was gonna
White
wrong,
people.
Wrong
I can't
race,
stand it.
wrong decade. Thanks
both
for bringing that
suck.
chestnut back. Okay, so we'll start. We'll do the same thing, same order. We'll sniff and then drink, going reverse.
I'm getting a little more smealy boys up in this
Ooh.
one now.
Yeah, that helped. Still not sure exactly what it is, but a little bit of leather, a little bit of
Like, I still think I'm getting like syrupy banana, leather, gingerbread, maybe gingerbread graham cracker.
I could go with you on banana now. I want to throw in maybe a little coconut.
I'd say, I think,
Maybe some starfruit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think if you made if there was such a thing as like a banana cheesecake with like the graham cracker crust, but of course like alcohol-y, with like a little bit of leather on the side.
A little bit of leather. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting quite as much confectionery out of this for me, but.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that hit really well on the second try.
Yeah, right on the front of the tongue.
Yeah, sweet with a bit of honey, but it's.
Yep. They'll have some vanilla too. That kind of like I don't know. I guess. Like really, to me, like not that it's super ultra sweet, but the kind of vanilla that I get is from things that are more sweet, like a creme brulee or something, like a really sweet vanilla, not just like a ice cream or something. Not that ice cream isn't sweet, but it's more syrupy kind of.
I at least taste more now, but it's still.
Yeah, and I definitely get banana. And I oftentimes will say like, this one tastes banana. Get tons of banana off the Old Foreman stuff, Old Forester 100, early times. It's kind of more like, I guess I see what they're saying. This one I definitely do taste banana though.
I should get like home, fresh made bread a little bit.
It's really good. I'm moving on.
Let's move on. My brain
Now what
digests.
do we got? This one's the most muted on the nose.
Yeah, jeez.
But yeah,
I
definitely.
don't feel like I said that on the initial run through.
Definitely cherry tobacco.
Yeah, tobacco, definitely.
Yep. Kind of buttery.
Yeah. Yes, I would go with that. Now I feel like the raisin's now on C that I'm smelling it. Oh, God. I spelled too hard. Too much there.
Raisins are like really concentrated cherry.
Yeah.
I still get
It's a level of degree, I guess.
cola too, I think. Like more like a sort of a root beer kind of cola.
Mm-hmm.
Root beer.
Root
Yeah.
beer, like cherry, root
go with you on
beer,
root
tobacco.
So Dr. Pepper, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
23 flavors.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in a little, I didn't smell it as much, but I do smell some vanilla, or taste some vanilla. And I think a little bit of chocolate still from the first round.
Definitely that like darker cola and
Yeah.
more like a concentrated, more like maybe like a black cherry or something. Not like a like a
Regular.
Rainier. More like a raisin or a darker cherry, more concentrated, darker flavor.
Yeah, maybe prune or a date. It doesn't feel as rich to me as cherry, but it's sweet and it's I would agree that it's dark, whatever it is.
It's fairly complex. I'm getting, a pretty good array of flavors there that I'm picking out.
On the whole, I would say that compared to my memory of other taste tests we've done, this group is pretty complex through and through. This is like a good time for a bourbon drinker. It's a fun little playground to experiment in.
I've actually enjoyed all three of them so far.
My journey was to find like these and then the Old Forester 1920 and the Elijah Craig. I'm full proof of B520. Those are probably the 5 best for around the price range that you can find.
Yeah, they're reasonably
Fairly
affordable.
easily.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure which one's my favorites. They're all really close.
You need to start sieving up for the real hitters.
That'll be like a single thing at a time when we get up to over $100.
Or your guys' drinks in a thimble.
Johnny Walker Blue Label.
This one reminds me of Old Forester, just more
Which one, B?
more like darker cherry. I get cherry in 1920 and a little more banana. This one a little more dark cherry cola, but they kind of come off.
Do you remember
similar.
which one you said you smelled pretzel in?
I think that was the last one.
Last one? Okay, I just smelled pretzel for a moment on B, but could be because I just went back from A to B again.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like a real concentrated like cherry cola. Like
Yeah, I mean, I
cherry
spelled cherry cola the first time through, so that's
cola,
probably
like
there.
syrup, but not like cherry Pepsi or cherry.
It's
Coke,
like
but
it's like in multiple choice where like you're just supposed to pick the first one that comes to your head as being correct, and if you sit and think about it and change your answer, like 75% of the time it's wrong and you had it right the first time. I think that's what's happening to me right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Re-smelling the
next
first one, I can definitely pick up that apple peel that you were talking about earlier.
definitely the kind of dusty, peanutty
Yep, peanut and
honey.
I still smell a little bit. I think I want to say toffee, like maybe even a salted caramel. This one's definitely the spiciest.
Yeah,
Biggest
spiciest.
explosion of flavor.
At least for me, it seemed like it's also like the most like watered down. Not watered down, but like the flavor doesn't hit you right away.
So it's
Which is what we said about B the first time.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would stick for me personally. B is still the least flavorful of the three, but that's not saying much because they're all very flavorful. But A to me is it. I think maybe what you're saying is it starts. Are you saying it starts the slowest?
Yeah,
and then,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It ramps up quite a bit at the end.
Oh yeah, and then that spice
I got so
really hits you.
little sneak peek. I'm definitely putting C on top for me, but A and B are really close, and they're very, very different. They're like opposite.
Mm-hmm.
A is more a little lighter. The apple peel, the honey peanut. This is definitely more dark cola cherry tobacco. They're like really kind of opposite ends of the spectrum here. I'm gonna A B them for a minute. See what I think. See if we can pick something out that puts it over the top.
Why does it smell like salty to me all of a sudden? B is like smooth.
Mm-hmm.
B's achievement is how smooth it is. A to me is spice, but not necessarily like heat spice. There's some of that,
Baking
but
spices.
yeah, it's like cook. Yes,
Yeah.
and then C might be the most complex. I don't know. These are all complex, honestly.
I think I know which. I think I got my order down.
I think I know my order too, and I know my order is not going to agree with expert consensus. It's going to be probably the exact opposite of what the experts like, but
Well, they like all these, like
yeah,
equally. So
there's no going wrong here. But
yeah,
damn, Rick, you finished yours.
I
Well
can-
done, sir.
Little amounts.
Yeah. Yeah. First time for everything. Okay. So I'm gonna go first. Say, dude, go start with the least informed opinion.
You are creating so much freaking white noise.
That's okay, man. The audience still loves me.
I'm switching the camera audio for that part.
I'll go C, B, A.
I've got the same
Descending.
as Ricky.
So C being your best.
Yeah, C being my best, and B because I like the smoothness. I'm not too. I don't like hate it. I prefer smooth over like the baked spiciness hitting you at the end.
I'm
big fan of that.
definitely gonna be the odd one out here. I'm gonna go ACB.
All right, so left to right, A, which was Adrian's favorite. Our least favorite was Russell's Reserve Single Barrel. That was the low proof.
Okay, the Russell's has been pretty reliable for me so
It's
far.
really good. You know, I honestly can see it being better than B, because well, I'll go through the order first. B was the
You forgot, didn't you?
No. It's Belle Meade Cask Strength, which is 116.
Okay.
And then you have the Jack Daniels Full Proof, which was, of course, the 130. I can see A being better than the B, or people liking it better. I'm not as big. It doesn't turn me away, but I'm not as big on peanut flavors.
Yeah, you've said that before. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not, flavors are real different. You get like apple peel and peanut, kind of like opposite, like fruit.
Yeah.
Like light fruit, and then like dark peanut, kind of, and then the spices. Got a lot of different things going on. It's really good. Good mouthfeel. They all have good mouthfeels.
Yes.
I'd say C was the best.
I would
thickest.
say there was. Would you agree that there wasn't a whole lot of difference in terms of texture or like oiliness versus
I'd say
viscosity?
C was the best, thickest, but they were all pretty close.
Yeah.
The other two, I'd say, were similar. For me, I do think that the Belle Meade is kind of similar to 1920. There's just kind of a slightly different flavor profile. You get more of one thing and one of them more of another in the other one. A lot of cherry. It's really good. Those two are really close, though, for me. But definitely the Jack Daniels wins out. I love the banana. And just, it's really sweet. It's definitely more flavor than the other two, which you tend to get that with the higher proofs.
Mm-hmm. It's like adding fat to the food.
Yeah. It's just really good. Now, at least they're single barrels, of course. The first and the last, so you'll get some variation. With the barrels, one might taste different than the other, especially the Jack Daniels, where it can range from like, I don't know what it is. It's like 127 to 137 or something like that proof. So they've said some of the higher proofs are a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
They said like the 127 seemed like people like that probably better. Just kind of similar thing for the Elijah Craig that the A batch people aren't as fond of. It's like 132 or something. Yeah, I mean they can vary a lot. And I gotta find this out actually. I've been curious, just too lazy to figure out. But the Russell Reserve single barrel is a private stock select single barrel. I don't know if that's any different than just they come in a different bottle. They must be different somehow. They cost the same than just the regular, just Russell Reserve single barrel. I don't know if those are different. I'll have to find out, but I don't really think it matters. I'm kind of curious because I know I had it there at the restaurant, a pour of the single barrel, and I don't remember tasting as much peanut. But I mean, it can vary with the single barrels. But that's my taste. I can't. I haven't deciphered. I tried them back to back, but I still don't know whether I like Jack Daniel's Full Proof or 1920 better. I like them a lot.
I will say for me, A and C were very. I have A as my top, but they're very close. For me, honestly, there's a bit of a drop off to B. To me, B was a bit dull compared to the other two, and that might be unfair to that might be unfair to B in that like I'm doing three very good beers, and then A and C were both kind of flavorful, and that makes B seem like it's dull compared to the other two. Whereas if I put B up against how many of these other bottles, B would not seem that way. But today it seemed like the least. So I mean, like, it's not like a cliff that difference or anything like that, but it's a bit of a drop off for me between A and C are close, and then B is a bit lower. But I know you guys had B in your middle, so that's just my opinion. But they were all very good. Like this was a good time, I would say, all the way through. And Rick, you finished them, so that's about proof right there.
Enjoyed them quite a bit.
I guess any other thoughts, Rick? Any thoughts from you that you want
to? I'm just such an amateur, but man, the ones that just hit you at the end, that all the spice, like the cinnamony. I don't know what it is. I've just never been a big fan of cinnamon flavored candy in general. I will probably anything that's like that.
Let him finish his thought. So, go ahead, Rick.
Anything like that, I will probably almost always put like towards the bottom.
Kind of like me with peanuts.
So.
Yeah, we all have our things that are
which though what I was thinking while we were tasting this is that although I think you did like it, but you probably wouldn't love the stuff from turkey. Wild turkey. Russell Reserve is wild turkey.
Well, what we did,
that's what I'm saying. Though. I was like, well, you probably wouldn't.
No, that was his in that.
Yeah,
that video just posted. Wild turkey was his favorite out of those first four.
But I'm just saying, like overall, they all have that they have that turkey that cinnamon going on, which Russell's is that. So, so amongst these, anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe there's other things in those other ones they didn't like. Which I need to go back and try Buffalo Trace again. Now that you drank it.
Now that I got rid of it by drinking it all.
All right. Final thoughts. Click our Twitter links down below. Join our Patreon.
Smash that like button.
Join our Patreon. Please. You can get exclusive content 8 months ahead of time.
We're planning to make some T-shirts.
New merch coming soon. It's just Rick's face on it. Doesn't say anything.
Jock straps too. Got some jock straps coming out. My face.
We can only fit his one eyeball on it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, face COVID masks. Yeah, we got it all coming. So
they
just
double. They're
hang in there.
same thing.
The production facility in China got delayed. It's on a ship somewhere. It's coming.
Yep.
I'm gonna
You pour us
gonna
each
buy you
a
guys-
small glass of water, Rick.
I'm gonna buy you guys glasses with your names on it. So there's not like 8 glasses every time.
Thanks for the energy drink, Rick. I'm gonna spot you a little bit. I know you don't want it, but I'm going to. Oh, there's where that meat is. It was in your fridge. Okay.
I drank it. I just left the bottle. I put it in water and I
You
was
left the cork. You put the cork back in it.
I filled it with Miller Lite and put the cork back in. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Like, what the I filled it with Miller Lite.
0 out of 10 untapped.
I filled it with Miller Lite, and then I got the bear honey, and I just went, and then I shook it and put the cap
Oh, Rick,
back on.
sorry. Before you sit, could you tell me if that's still recording?
Yeah.
But it's very good. It gives a lot of different flavors.
Hey,
Hey!
Sheila! How's it going?
Here's an outtake.
No!
I told you to check your phone, Cody.
Damn it! What? Ah, Jesus.
Where were we?
Meatloaf!